Well, good afternoon and welcome back to my page. Today is July 2nd. It's a beautiful Saturday. A little bit of rain out there. Didn't come to talk about the weather, just like I didn't come to talk about the weather last night. I was looking at the newspaper again and I saw where another activist group is making a lot of noise to get another Confederate monument removed because it reminds them of slavery. That vile piece of granite that's standing up there with this dead soldier's name on it. Let me explain something to you. The United States Congress approved Confederate soldiers' graves as American soldiers' graves because they are Americans. They were Americans. It can't remind you of slavery because somebody did something heroic and died. That's a choice. People are not that stupid. Well, I take that back. Yeah, they are, because I can see it every day in the newspaper. Just like when the idiot in South Carolina shot up the church, remember, he killed those 9 people? But he had a Confederate flag on his license plate. Oh my God, he had a Facebook page and it had a Confederate flag in one of his pictures. And that reminded somebody of slavery, and then all of a sudden it reminded everybody of slavery because everybody thinks their mama or their daddy was a slave. Get with the program, people. That's been gone for 150 years. Now, there's a lot of stuff that reminds me of things I don't want to remember. Sometimes when I see a certain belt hanging in my closet, I remember when my dad swung it across my ass for doing something stupid. Yeah, that reminds me. But it reminds me not to do that shit again. Sometimes when I drive through the streets of the city where I live, I see something that reminds me of where someone was killed, or where I cleaned up after an accident. That reminds me, but I don't go nuts over it. I don't go crazy, because I'm not stupid like some of these activists. All they want to do is get the government to give them one more thing. You know, I tell you what, here's the deal. If we take these monuments, and you're seeing them going across your screen right now, you're seeing all of these monuments go across your screen, and as they disappear, think about it, because when they disappear, that means a Confederate's grave disappeared. An American soldier's grave has disappeared, all because it reminded some moron of slavery, when actually it didn't. He just wanted something else handed to him on a platter, like most of these people do. So I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. If all of that stuff reminds you of slavery, now you got to stop and think. There were Confederate rifles, there were Confederate soldiers, there were Confederate hats and uniforms and saddles, and don't forget the little CS buttons that were on their shirts. All that could remind you of slavery. Half you friggin' people don't understand what that war was about. Slavery was a small part of that. So you just go ahead and make that excuse. And I tell you what, get your activist groups together, get some money going, and rent a bunch of bulldozers. And take everything south of the Mason-Dixon line and push it into the Gulf of Mexico. That way all of the southern states will be gone. And you know what? If that's all gone, and there's nothing more down there to remind somebody of slavery, you'll find something else. Because all you want is gimme, gimme, gimme. Well, I'm damn tired of giving. It's about time some of you people stopped, grew up, looked around you, got a friggin' job, and quit screaming for gimme. That's my rant for the day. Got a little carried away with it, but I don't care. It's the way I feel. Please like and subscribe to my page. Pass this on to your friends. If you subscribe, you will be notified every time I put a new video out. So Have a great day and come back and see me.